Okay, I gotta pause this. So, welcome back. Fucking doesn't stay. Get espace. Oops. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is... Who am I? Who am I? I don't know who I am. I used to say welcome to my channel. It's redearthgoddess. You know who I am if you're watching me. It's been raining here for the past day or two, which is really good because we need some rain to bring in some clean air and purity. So guys, what do I want to say today? I'm not quite sure, but I just wanted to get up on the video and talk and chit chat because sometimes it's nice to just talk about nothing, because nothing leads to something, and all that jazz. Okay, I was somewhat watching a part of my video that I posted yesterday and I look freaking bloated. Listen, it's menstrual time, okay? Women and their cycles literally transform the body. So anyways, it looks like I'm going to be returning to Yerevan again for the next few days. I'm not sure if I'm going to go the end of this month or early April. But my friend who I haven't seen in almost a year, she's Syrian Armenian from Canada who has her own house in Yerevan, is inviting me to her place. So it'll be nice. We'll both get some like reflexology done to our feet and just kind of wind down and catch up. And you know, it's interesting because I love being direct, because I think all my life I wasn't very expressive when it came to what was internally important to me. Well, I would, but not necessarily in detail. And I've noticed when I am in detail, when I do express myself in detail over things internally that are important to me rather than stuff around me or other aspects, you know, it's the incorrect people, the people that are not supposed to be around me, they just kind of, they either, you know, frivolously leave, get out of my life, or I choose to get them out. And it's like, you know, we're 36 years old now, you know what I mean? If we don't express who we are, how we are now, when are we ever going to do it, really, you know? And I think the older I get, the more refined I become internally. And I don't allow people to choose me anymore, if that makes any sense. So I'm cold, so I have the blanket on. What I mean by that is I don't allow people to choose me. I choose them. I used to allow people to choose me, and that's very incorrect. Because when we go back to the high standards that I have with people and, you know, value system, I think it's important that I be the one to make those choices. Anyways, guys, should we do another tarot reading? I think we should. Okay, so this is the deck, and it's almost like you can hardly even, I've had it for quite some time. This is the Fountain Tarot. It's literally the only tarot deck I have left. Everything else, like from years back, I gifted it away or something to someone, or so. It's March the 17th, 2023. That card keeps coming up. We're still going through some massive shifts globally, okay? Personally, individually, collectively. I feel like on a personal level, I'm very grounded to the point where I just have no problem to tell certain individuals to F right off, because why should I be afraid to tell people to F right off when they're irritating me? To be in my space, to be in my energy field, costs this. So if I'm not receiving anything good out of it, I'm just going to tell people to F off, and I'm doing it, and it's very successfully working. The life I had in Canada, the way I operated in Canada was very different. I was that way too, but it was more in a different aspect or a different vibrational aspect of it. So nobody's telling me how they're doing. I think people are afraid to leave comments, or they're afraid of something of me because they're just pulling back. Here comes that King of Wands again. I'm not pulling him out though. Like, he's just staring from yesterday. Okay, so we have a few cards here. We got the Chariot. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Seven of Coins here. We have the Ace of Wands. I love this card. We got the King of Pentacles. So yesterday, for like 15 minutes straight, all I heard was the whole freaking building is shaking. For 10 minutes straight, the whole fucking building is shaking. I opened my door. It's my freaking neighbor, okay? And they're renting. It's a young couple. So the old owners, the ones that I kept putting salt in, and then they left. Thank goodness. Because the man was a pimp in the 60s and 70s, and he was always bothering me. So I put some salt and they left. They sold the apartment. And when they sold it, they're renting it out to a young couple with a kid, right? So both my neighbors, they're young couples with children, which I like. I prefer that. Because it's less problematic, right? So I open the door and I'm looking out, and he's looking at me laughing. He goes, "My wife won't let me in." And I'm like, "Don't you have the key?" He's like, "The owner only gave us one key." Oh my goodness. I'm like, the entire building is shaking. I wanted to share that because I couldn't stop laughing. We also got the Lovers card because I was talking about families and such. You know, I feel like even with my clients, the ones I'm connecting with, everybody's kind of going through their own level of like change. So I feel like this month is really creating some changes in people's lives, whether they perceive that or feel that or know that or whatever, right? Oh. Someone is suffering or letting go of the past or something of that nature. Sorry guys, I haven't touched up my nail polish. Somebody is letting go of some pains that they experienced. What is the Ten of Swords? I haven't read tarot in so long. I usually just freaking read intuitively without cards, but I remember back in the day where my clients used to be like, just use the cards, just use the cards. I have a podcast coming out in April. I will let you guys know the link if you're interested. The Hierophant. You know what's pretty flippin' interesting? Guys, if you want to go somewhere in life, if you want to be things, if you want to achieve things, you really have to create that. First, you have to really be able to create that on an energetic mental state. Well, mentally. Visualize it. Believe that it's already yours or happened, or it's already happening in your mind. And then you send that out on an energetic frequency, that vision. Then you let it go and you open yourself to receive whatever is going to come through. And then you take actions. You got to take those actions, okay? It's always you got to take those actions, because as if someone else is going to bring something to you, as quick as they come to bring it, as quick as they can go and take it away. So it's always good to be self-reliant with things and visions and dreams of something that you want. You can partner up with people who have a similar vision, or you could do what I do. Do shit on your own. So that way you only have yourself to blame and correct your own behaviors if it doesn't work. Do you get what I mean? Like, I always say that it's not so much the idea or the concept that sometimes has a problem being brought out. It's more so of how it's going to be implemented. And also timing. I think timing is large. The Temperance card. So This symbolizes a lot of new beginnings and changes and just a flow. A flow. I feel like things that maybe were put on the back burner for the last 3-4 years are finally coming to fruition for a lot of you. I swear my nails look like they're dirty, but they're not. A lot of things are coming to fruition, and this card is all about like a flow of that starting to happen. Are you seeing it? Are you feeling it? So on and so forth. And the 10 of Pentacles. So everything you're putting your mind and everything to, it's going to bring you financial stability, okay? I'm huge on financial stability. At the end of the day, guys, I'm still a Taurus sun. And Taurus rules finances, okay? We are all about freaking finances. So it's interesting because in Western astrology, I always talk about this. I always go back to myself because that's how I relate to people, or why not? So in Western astrology, Taurus sun, Leo moon, Leo rising and Sagittarius moon, right? And I related to that for so many years. And North Node which is the destiny, your destiny, your direction in life, is in Aries, which is all about being independent, doing my own thing, and everybody kind of learns off how I operate. Okay? But what freaking Vedic astrology, which I totally resonate more now. It's interesting because I resonated with Vedic astrology when I was little growing up. And then also it's coming back to me now that I'm like 36. I have a client calling. How am I going to continue this? Can I pause this? Let's see. I cannot pause it.
You have a call from Path Forward. To accept this call, you are about to be connected to a caller. This caller is new to you. Customer has 30 minutes.
Guys, I'll talk to you later.